Right now, there's a ton of platforms available for you to choose from when you want to get into live streaming. Twitch, YouTube, Facebook. The question is, which one is best for you? My name is Preacher. Welcome back to the Streamloots YouTube channel, where it's our goal to help you every step of the way. In today's video, we're going to be looking at aspects of every one of these platforms to help you make the best decision when deciding which platform to stream to. This is going to be especially helpful if you're just getting started out, or you've been streaming to a platform for a while and you're considering trying something else. To help us make this conversation a little bit more clear and concise, we're going to be looking at a few specific categories. We'll take a look at the opportunity for organic growth, the path the platform offers towards affiliate or partnership, if anything, what the platform offers in the area of monetization, and we'll sprinkle in some statistics for each platform along the way. With that being said, let's get into it. All right, opportunity for organic growth. Let's start with Twitch. When you hear Twitch, you think live streaming of gaming content. There's something to say about that when it comes to choosing a platform, because this platform in particular has notoriety. It is literally the biggest in the industry, and because of that, the ceiling is extremely high. The Streamlabs quarterly report for quarter 3, which is July through September of 2020, not too long ago, shows that Twitch had 4,741.4 million hours watched, 205.6 million hours streamed, and 10.5 million unique channels. I mean, there's absolutely no competition when it comes to looking at these statistics in comparison to YouTube, Facebook, and any other platform. What I mean by that is there's an insane amount of viewership on Twitch. Now, there's a problem. Twitch is heavily saturated with streamers right now. Even though there's an incredible amount of viewership and hours streamed and hours watched on the platform, the ratio of people streaming on the platform to 0 viewers is higher than any other platform. What this means is that even though Twitch is the most watched platform, it has an insane supply of streamers when compared to the demand for viewers. So, as insane as this sounds, Twitch actually needs more viewers to maintain the supply of streamers that they have, which in turn makes it extremely difficult for a small streamer or somebody who's just starting out to have organic growth. To put it simply, if you're a new viewer and you jump onto the platform for the first time to go watch somebody playing a game that you're interested in, you're going to be flooded with a sea of streamers to choose from. And if you're browsing a category and you are the streamer that's at the bottom of the list, it's very unlikely that they're going to find themselves in your channel, even if you're producing incredible content. It's just the facts. Another important conversation with Twitch is the ad experience. So many ads, non-skippable ads, pre-roll ads. You get an ad, you get an ad. Yes, and you get an ad too. You're welcome. Now, we all know that ads exist on free streaming platforms to keep that service free. However, we also know that the ad experience directly connects to viewership behavior, and oftentimes non-skippable ads and pre-roll ads can keep people from staying in a channel. And if you're a new channel that's just getting started out and you're hoping to maintain and retain viewers that come into your channel, ads can ruin that. So a new viewer goes on to Twitch and they manage to find themselves in your channel, and they're fed with a 30-second ad that they can't skip through. Now, I'm just keeping it real with you guys, but a new viewer coming to watch your stream for the first time when they have absolutely no idea about your content or have seen you before, probably not going to stay. Now, keep in mind, this is just my humble opinion, but I do think that Twitch needs to drastically change their ad experience for their viewers if they want to keep viewers on their platform. One thing I will say about Twitch is that there is opportunity for growth within games that are less popular. Going back to the massive sea of streamers that are out there, that sea whittles down a lot more with a game that's less popular. So when it comes to developing relationships and sharing communities with other streamers who are playing that game, you might find that it's easier to develop a community within that game category. Twitch probably has the widest variety of categories of games that are being streamed. This means that the likelihood of a viewer who is searching for a specific game to watch probably more likely to find that category being streamed on Twitch. I did a little bit of my own research the other day. I've been streaming Destiny 2, which is a semi-popular game in comparison to COD, which has maybe an average of 100,000 viewers at a time. Destiny might have 10,000 viewers. And then when I went to look at Facebook, for example, there was literally one streamer streaming Destiny 2. All this means is that a viewer who wants to find a stream or a few streams to watch Destiny 2 is probably not going to go to Facebook to find that game. They'd probably go to Twitch. In comparison with a game like Call of Duty, which they could find on any streaming platform. So this could be good news for you if you're a niche game streamer or streaming something less popular, because there's going to be a pool of viewers to find in that category. Now, if you're a Call of Duty streamer and you have an incredible stream, it's great content, entertaining, great gameplay, I'm gonna be honest with you, gaining and keeping new viewership is going to be tough. Twitch also offers a recommended channel section when you log in. If you're a viewer and you're trying to find new streams, they'll serve you streamers who are similar to ones that you've already watched or are connected to game categories that you follow. While this is great, I don't typically see or hear about viewers really perusing those, and a lot of the conversation I've had with people in the industry around it is that it's not typically people that they actually would go watch. Do recommended channels help a new streamer who's just getting started on the platform gain some new organic viewers? To a point, yeah, sure, it can help, but in comparison to a lot of the things that we've already talked about, it probably isn't going to be a huge difference maker in your organic growth. Now, I stream on Twitch. That's just my experience. All right, let's talk about YouTube. Now, YouTube, like Twitch, is extremely well known. The only difference with YouTube is that it's not known for the same thing. What I mean by that is Twitch is known for live streaming gaming content, while YouTube is actually already known for something that's similar but different than that, which is static YouTube content that feeds information through pre-recorded videos to viewers. Why does this matter? This matters because YouTube already has a viewership base that's going there to search information and find content that they're interested in. And this provides a built-in mechanism for YouTube Gaming to retain viewers in new streams. That means that if a new viewer is looking for a tutorial on how to make a YouTube video, they may also find a live stream of somebody talking about it where they can chat and engage with that person live. Similarly, people who have subscribed to your channel, maybe if they tuned in for your live stream, will get fed your static pre-recorded content and vice versa. The way I like to think about it is that it's a one-stop shop. People go to YouTube for one thing and they leave with another. YouTube also has great long-term retention. This means that your videos and your streams can be found within YouTube's algorithm months and years down the road. All of this feeds into keeping viewers on the platform. And in the spirit of keeping viewers on the platform, we should also talk about ads again. YouTube, in my opinion, does a really great job with this because their ads are skippable. Now, we won't go into it a ton, but the reality is viewership behavior is directly impacted by the ad experience, and if ads can be skipped, viewers stay on the platform more. So, GG's to YouTube. Something really interesting to note about YouTube Gaming is that they experienced the most growth for hours watched with an increase of 156 million hours from Q2 to Q3, while Twitch, on the other hand, showed a decrease during that quarter. What does this mean exactly? Well, it means that while there are more viewers looking to spend hours watching content, they're not necessarily going to the leader of the industry for that content, which potentially makes YouTube Gaming a more viable option for organic growth for a new streamer. Overall, right now, YouTube Gaming is showing a pretty promising future, but only time will tell. Now, let's talk about opportunities for growth with Facebook Gaming. Anyone and everyone has Facebook. And like YouTube Gaming, which is known for its pre-recorded content, Facebook is known as the most used social media platform. Now, why does this matter when it comes to opportunities for growth and discoverability? Well, here's the thing about gaming creators on Facebook. Facebook actually promotes its streams to its viewers. This means that while you've been scrolling through Facebook, it's likely that you've come across a gaming creator's live stream on your timeline. Facebook promotes its streams to people who are on your friends list, those who are following your channel, and those who are following a game or content that you live stream, which is a huge pool of users. Well, this makes Facebook a pretty interesting option when it comes to organic growth. Is Facebook known for its live streaming gaming content? Not yet. However, when we go back to the supply and demand conversation, the amount of viewership potential on Facebook compared to the amount of people who are streaming there makes this a really viable option. Now that we've talked about the opportunities for growth and discoverability on each of these platforms, let's talk about what they offer as far as a path to affiliateship or partnership, which leads to monetizing your channel. Twitch has two tiers for this, and it is affiliateship and partnership, and the path to those is laid out pretty clearly in the streamer dashboard. The qualifications for affiliate are a minimum of 50 followers and then within 30 days streaming for 8 hours total, streaming on 7 different days and having an average of 3 viewers. Once you've achieved those benchmarks, it's basically guaranteed that Twitch will make you an affiliate. Partnership requires streaming for a minimum of 25 hours on 12 unique days with a concurrent viewership of 75 viewers. Now, here's the kicker. This is where Twitch gets a lot more selective. What I mean by this is that Twitch will not guarantee you partnership even if you hit these benchmarks. In fact, there's several streamers who have been streaming on Twitch with thousands of subs who were denied partnership. This kind of goes back to the conversation about the demand for streamers on Twitch, and they're in a place right now where they don't necessarily need to add more partners. With that, they can then be more selective about the kinds of creators they want to promote to partnership. If you want more information about Twitch affiliate and partnership, Check the link in the description below. YouTube Gaming is a little bit different than Twitch in the sense that they require 4,000 valid public watched hours in the last 12 months, and you have to have a minimum of 1,000 subscribers. After you've achieved those benchmarks, you can then apply for partnership. It's a pretty clear-cut path to partnership with YouTube, and as I've been told, they're not nearly as selective as Twitch might be, as long as you're not using clickbait titles that lead to bad content or have any copyright strikes on your channel. Facebook Gaming offers two tiers, one of them being the Level Up program and the other one being partnership. The Level Up program is similar to Twitch's affiliate program, which basically gives the streamer access to monetize their channel through stars and subscriptions. Stars are simply a way to support the streamer. Now, here's where it's confusing. When it comes to the partnership for Facebook Gaming, there's not really a clear way to become a Facebook partner. The best information that I could find could be simply whittled down to be in the Level Up program and create good content. Now that we've talked about the requirements for each of those tiers for each platform, let's talk about the monetization and perks that come along with each of those tiers. Both Twitch affiliates and partners receive access to cheering with bits, subscriptions, and ad revenue. The only difference is that affiliates only have 5 unlockable sub emotes, while partners have 60 unlockable sub emotes. When it comes to the revenue split for subscriptions, affiliates and partners for the most part make a 50-50 split. Twitch affiliates and partners can also monetize their channel through Twitch extensions. The third-party extensions that are monetized use bits in exchange for a certain type of engagement with the streamer. Something else that's notable to mention about Twitch is the sub-gifting culture. Twitch has made it pretty seamless for a viewer who is already subscribed to a channel to gift subs to other viewers in the chat. And because it's become part of the culture on Twitch, it's something that streamers can expect to see, which is good for the streamer. Another feature that they offer is something called a hype train, which is initiated when there are multiple supports happening simultaneously within a stream. The more users support the streamer through subs and bits, the higher the hype train goes until it's completed. This is a great way to encourage other chatters to get involved in supporting the streamer. Amazon Prime members also have access to 1 free subscription a month to any channel that can receive them. This is one of the ways that Twitch excels over YouTube and Facebook, who don't offer anything similar. As a YouTube gaming partner, there's a few ways that you can earn money. Similar to Twitch, partners can have ad revenue share, but there's a lot more customization with the ad experience for your viewers. YouTube gaming partners can also receive channel memberships, which are similar to Twitch subscriptions. Similar to bit sharing on Twitch, YouTube offers something called Super Chat and Super Stickers. Super Chats are essentially a donation to the streamer that highlight the message from the viewer that makes it more recognizable to the streamer and the chat. YouTube gaming partners also have access to something called the merch shelf. This is a storefront for your merchandise that's embedded right into your channel that's easily visible by your viewers. Partners can also receive a portion of the YouTube Premium subscription from a viewer when they watch your content. Now, here's the kicker with all of those monetization features for YouTube gaming partners. Ad revenue, Super Chat and Super Stickers, and the YouTube Premium revenue are basically immediately unlocked as a partner. However, channel memberships require you to have at least 30,000 subscribers, and the merch shelf requires you to have at least 10,000 subscribers. So while we talked about earlier with the path to partnership with YouTube gaming being a little bit easier, a little less selective, there are some barriers when it comes to receiving the full monetization features that YouTube has to offer. Oh, and a key thing about YouTube that I did not know before looking into it was that they still haven't implemented a way for you to gift memberships to creators. In my opinion, this seems like a missed opportunity for both the platform and the creator. Now, Facebook Gaming monetization and perks. With Facebook Gaming, the monetization features are pretty simple. It's stars and subscriptions. Stars function similar to bits on Twitch, and subscriptions are just that. Now, one of the things that Facebook is doing, like Twitch, that YouTube is not, is having a gift subscription feature. However, as of right now, as far as I know, it's invite only. Other than that, there's not really much more to say about the monetization features for Facebook. It's really that simple. In my opinion, this is a growth area for Facebook Gaming, but I don't think it'll make or break their potential as a platform. Now, in this video, we've talked about opportunities for organic growth and discoverability, as well as partnerships and affiliateships for the platforms and monetization. However, there's still a lot more to unpack when it comes to the user experience, and that's where we want your help. We want to know if you've been streaming to any of these platforms or if you've been watching on any of these platforms. We want to know, so please drop it in the comment section below and let us know what your experience has been with each of these platforms. Additionally, we know that there's other platforms that are smaller and still growing, such as DLive and Trovo, and ones that are up and coming that haven't been released yet, such as Glimesh. We'd love to know your thoughts about those as well, so please, again, drop it in the comment section. We hope this video was helpful for you guys, especially if you're just getting started with streaming and you don't know which platform to start on, or if you're a streamer who's already on a platform and you'd like to make a change. If it was helpful, please let us know by giving us a thumbs up. As always, to stay up to date with all things streaming and Streamloots, make sure to click that subscribe button right now and turn your alerts on so you don't miss out on the future content that we have coming out. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video.